Creepypastas has been on the internet for years now and have made their mark on the platform. Some of the most infamous stories to come from it includes Jeff the Killer, Slenderman, and the Russian sleep experiment, amongst many others. But today we're going to be talking about Slenderman. This is part 2 of the series of me going back and recapping the history of every single creepypasta that I know of and that I grew up with. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is pretty much the second time I'm going to try to do this. This is my third video, so if you haven't seen the first video and don't know the context of it, you should go back and watch the first video to learn the early days of the creepypasta website and how it came up with the different stories and stuff. But if you already watched it, then you are basically set to watch this. So let's continue on, and you guys hear that? Help me! Slenderman was created in 2009 by Eric Knudsen on the Something Awful forum. It was started as a part of a Photoshop contest on the site, where Eric designed the appearance of the Slenderman that we know today. After that, the image quickly spread through the internet, and people started creating their own stories about the Slenderman, turning him into a mysterious entity that stalks and adopts children. The first big project from the Slenderman universe was called Marble Hornets, where in the story it follows a film student named Jay Maverick as he tries to uncover what happens to an abandoned field project and his creator after encountering the Slenderman. In this story, Slenderman is not referred to as Slenderman, he is referred to as the Operator. The series was a huge success, running around 92 episodes on YouTube. It even earned its spin-offs. After that, another boost to Slenderman's popularity came from 2012 with the game called Slender the 8 Pages. Everybody and their mama know this game, and I bet you even played it back then. This game really got its traction from Let's Plays back then during the time of 2012, and everybody was playing it, everybody was posting videos about it, and everybody started to see Slenderman become into the limelight. The gameplay loop of Slender the 8 Pages was basically you are in a dark forest at night, and basically you're just walking around the woods trying to find 8 pages, and every time you find a page, it gets Slenderman gets more and more aggressive towards you until you have one last page left and he's basically on your butt the whole time. It's really akin to, if you haven't known, if you wasn't there right there and doesn't know, it's akin to Baldi's Basics to anybody who's younger than the age of 12. In 2013, there was a second game called Slenderman The Arrival that was released by the same people who made Slender the 8 Pages. It didn't do as well as the first game, but still has its cult fan base. It tried to give a story to the game where it was with a simple gameplay loop, and pretty much no one really liked it other than that. But that's really what basically made Slenderman become viral. But we're going to be talking about a real life connection to the Slenderman, which has never happened at all. Before we continue, viewer discretion is advised. The following section discusses a real-life case involving violence and might contain unsettling details and the mention of self-unaliving. Also, for the entirety of this part, I will not be putting any background music, and I will probably take out the background gameplay and the same thing. I felt like I should not have those things there at all for me to talk about such a serious thing. Let's begin. On May 31st, 2014, in Waukesha, Wisconsin, two 12-year-old girls, Anissa Wiener and Morgan Geyser, lured their classmate Peyton Leutner into the woods and stabbed her 19 times. They believed that they were acting in the service of Slenderman, thinking that they would protect their family and provide loyalty. After the attack, they left Peyton for dead. Despite her injuries, though, she was managed to crawl away to the nearest road, and she was able to be found by a passing cyclist who called help. She survived after emergency surgery. When both girls were finally caught by the authorities, they both claimed that Slenderman was real, and they had to carry out the act or risk harm to them and their families. The legal case was very complex and it lasted several years. Anissa pled guilty to attempted second-degree intentional homicide and was sentenced in 2018 to 25 years in a mental institution. Morgan later pled guilty to first-degree attempted intentional homicide, but was not found criminally responsible due to mental health. In 2018, she was sentenced up to 40 years in state medical hospitals. This case had a major impact on how people view Slenderman and creepypastas as a whole. When stated as an internet horror story, being linked to a real life tragedy, something that deeply affected the community and marked the beginning of a shift to how these stories were seen later on as we progress to see more and more stories. Next, we're going to be talking about the incident contributing to the decline of the Slenderman popularity. After the Waukesha stabbings, a wave of moral panic spread across the United States. Many parents became worried that an internet horror story like Slenderman could influence their kids in dangerous ways. As media coverage of Crewgate grew, the other incidents were reported. Though not all confirmed to be directly connected in the same way, a woman in Ohio told WLWT that her 13-year-old daughter had attacked her, allegedly referring Slenderman to be the reason of why she did it. In the same year, another case involved a 14-year-old girl who set her house on fire with her family inside. And there was links to Slenderman because she had a drawing of like Slenderman, including other characters that she felt like was inciting her to do these awful things. After this event, on Pine Ridge, Indiana, reserved a number of young people referred to Slenderman during a difficult time, a difficult period, marking by the rise in unaliving attempts. However, community leaders, including the member of the Ogalu I'm so sorry, I can't say it, tribe, emphasized the deeper culture and the mental health issues that were at play. Of course, with all these incidents going on at the same time, including the stabbings, HBO was inspired to make a documentary called Beware the Slender Man, directed by Irene Taylor Burskey. Sorry if I'm butchering these names, I'm trying my best. Released in 2016 and later broadcast in 2017, it explored the cases and the broader questions about internet culture, mental health, and influence. Despite all this attention, though, Slenderman's popularity began to decline. Once felt like an internet master legend, became overshadowed by real life events and controversy. Next, we're going to be talking about how things continue to go down for the character, eventually leading to them to having their own movie. Okay, this is some pretty heavy stuff that came from the last part, so we're going to be talking about basically the downfall of Slenderman and how he's doing in 2026 to lighten the mood. I'll put some music on and, of course, put back the gameplay. After everything that happened surrounding the Slenderman, a lot of people started to distance themselves from the character. His popularity dropped significantly, and the way people viewed him changed. Instead of being seen as a mysterious horror figure, he starts to be repented as something like not in a good light like, at all. He was seen as a bad image to kids and stuff like that. Even though his popularity started to decline, he was able to have plans to be brought to the big screen, even having his own movie. In 2018, the movie Slenderman was released, but I'm gonna say right now, I'm gonna be for real, it was garbage. A lot of people who seen the movie said the movie was poorly executed and performed both badly critically and commercially. Instead of reviving the character, this movie actually killed Slenderman's whole career. There's no coming back to him. This is why when you thinking of watching OG creepypastas, you think of Jeff the Killer or Ticking Toby or Eyeless Jack first before you think of Slenderman, because Slenderman slowly started fading way bad, like worse than any other character that came from the creepypasta genre. We're going to be talking about how and where Slenderman stands in 2026 compared to Jeff the Killer, Eyeless Jack, and etc. There haven't been really anything to keep him relevant. Most of the things you probably see is new YouTube videos talking about history or stuff talking about the other stuff that happened, but there hasn't been any major games, any rewrites to his story, nothing. He has just basically just stood in darkness and limbo for the whole time, which is kind of crazy to think about. Slenderman was considered the forefather of creepypastas, the face of creepypastas. Now he's just a memory of a different era of the internet. That's really how the story of Slenderman really came out. The rise and the fall, one of the most iconic horror figures of the creepypasta internet genre. We're going to be shifting into cartoon-based creepypastas with the next episode. We're going to be going on with Squidward Suicide. We're going to be doing cartoon-based creepypastas with, of course, the creepypastas we all know and love, because I kind of love watching those ones too. But of course, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe for more content and for more of these videos. I'm going to try to keep this series going on, but I hope you guys enjoyed. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Be safe, stay safe, and God is always with you. Peace. I know I said I'm going to end the video, but this editor should more. If I get any of the information in this video wrong, please hold me accountable and let me know that I have gotten something wrong. I would love for my community to hold me accountable for when I do something wrong or say something wrong in any of these videos. Please let me know. But other than that, stay safe, be safe. God is always with you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.